started at midday today, 12 o'clock, and it all started with a thrilling mixed doubles and the beaten finalists from last week coming through. Kang and Si against this new Korean pairing of Seul and Kim. Then the reigning world champion Pusala Venkata Sindhu needed to come back from a game down against the left-handed Aya Ohori before winning in an hour and 10 minutes. Then the women's doubles, Hu and Lim coming through against an Indonesian pair. Incidentally, Hu was in a semi-final of the Indonesian Open, and that was dating back to 2016 when she reached the semi-final with Woon Ki-wei. So nice to see her still playing and still playing well. Then it was women's singles and Ratchanok Intanon, the former world champion and a former winner of this event. That was 6 years ago. She came through against Kim Ga-eun of Korea in 2 straight games. Men's doubles, Hoki and Kobayashi beat Asan and Setiawan, who have been in 3 finals. Well, not good enough today, as Hoki and Kobayashi really are in tremendous form. Christo Popov, well, what a sensational win for him. Replaced Ho Kwang-hee in the draw and then probably beat Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, the Olympic bronze medalist. Men's doubles we've just seen with Kusuma Wadani and Orambatan coming from a game down against Ben Lane and Sean Vendy. So the English combination cannot now qualify for the end of season grand finale, the World Tour finals. But up next is another men's doubles, and it features the reigning European champions Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov, another left and right-handed combination, against another left and right-handed combination, Liu Qingyao and Yang Po-han. Well, this is the section of the draw. This is the 3rd quarter of the draw, and you can see that Alfian and Ardianto, the number 4 seeds, coming through against the World Junior champions, Canando and Martin, in 2 straight games. Alfian and Ardianto lost first round last week, so that's a welcome return to form for them. Koga and Saito of Japan came through against the Thailand combination of Jomko and Kedrin. So who will play against Koga and Saito? We are about to find out. Here is the always entertaining Liu Qingyao and Yang Po-han from Chinese Taipei.
I love that introduction. I think you're so right.
They are great fun to watch. Real characters in the sport of badminton. And here, the pair representing the Russian Federation. Vladimir Ivanov, the very tall athlete, and Ivan Sozonov, the left-hander. Now, I was saying that they are reigning and 2-time European champions. In 2014, they won the gold medal when playing on home soil in Kazan. And then in Kiev earlier this year, they won gold because the final couldn't be contested. Poor old Mark Lamsfus tested positive for COVID, and he and his partner Marvin Seidel therefore had to withdraw from the final. Well, as you can see, this will be a 6th meeting between these 2 pairs. The last time they met was in the quarterfinal of the Dutch Super 100 event of 2 years ago. It was 3 games in Almere, just shy of the hour mark. But I think it's of significance that the Russian pair have won the last 2 encounters. So, Morten, the toss of the coin, were you able to decipher what happened?
Yes, Russia won the toss. They chose to serve, and of course then the Chinese Taipei pair is receiving, and they then chose the ends, which is nearest us.
Right, thank you. So, this is Liu Qingyao, tall man, 190. That is just under 6'3", 27 years, or 28 years of age. I do beg your pardon, 28 years of age. And they went up a couple of places in the world ranking this week to number 20. have been as high as 10. 4 weeks, that was back at the end of October 2017. Young Po Han is also well, he's 27 years of age. He's not also 27. He is 27, born in Taipei City. And he was telling me that he enjoys sea fishing. Unusual hobby. I don't know why I say unusual. Lots of people enjoy fishing.
Yes.
Yeah. So to their opponents, and the very tall man, Vladimir Ivanov. He is 198. Well, I've got a centimetre taller, but I can tell you about 6'7". 6'6" or 6'7". And he and his partner are 15 in the world ranking at the moment. It's Vladimir Ivanov, born in Chelyabinsk in the Ural Mountains. And this man was born in the Ural Mountains, but in the city of Sverdlovsk. The left-hander, 32 years of age, as we look at our court officials. And not only are the pair from Russia the reigning European champions, they also won the All England Championships. That was back in 2016 when they beat Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hawakawa in the final. First ever players from their country in a Super Series tournament final, and it happened to be the All England, and they happened to win it. That's not a bad start, is it, to Russian involvement in Super Series and now World Tour events?
It must be one of the longest lasting partnerships. I have it down that the partnership started in July 2008.
It did, which means that this is the 14th year together, but I checked the same thing.
Yeah, I knew you did.
And I can tell you that Boa Mogensen actually were playing their 16th year together.
Did they? Because
before they broke up.
Yeah.
It ended in 2019, I think shortly after the All England Championships, or maybe immediately after the All England. But I thought the same thing. I wonder if they're the longest pair together, but they're not.
I knew you would check it. Just testing.
So the umpire for this one, Jia Qian.
Ladies and gentlemen,
from Iran. There she
on my
is.
right, Yang Honghan and Liu Qing Yao, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Ivan Sozonov and Vladimir Ivanov, Russia. Vladimir Ivanov to serve to Yang Honghan. Love all. Thank you.
So the giant of a man, Vladimir Ivanov, to get this men's doubles first round match underway. Starts with a flick serve.
Service over. 1 love.
But it's interesting, we say that Ivanov is such a tall one, 197 and all that, but considering Mascolling was 205.
Yes.
Even taller than him.
Yeah, recently retired Max
Yes,
Colling.
yeah, he is.
6-4.
Love.
Well, for the Russian pair, this is their 6th appearance at the Indonesia Open. They were actually semi-finalists 8 years ago. 2013, they lost out to the eventual champions, Sun and Sekiawan, in 3 games. That's good work from the left-handed Yang Po-han.
3 love.
And the Russian pair have also been in a couple of quarterfinals as well, 2017 and 2018. And on both occasions in the quarterfinals, they lost to the beaten finalists, the eventual beaten finalists.
Service over. 7-5.
Yeah, well left.
Service over. 1-3.
Well, the pair from Chinese Taipei, they're making their fourth consecutive appearance at the Indonesia Open. And the best they've done so far was a second round and a second round loss
2-3.
to, do you remember which pair, Morton?
No, I don't.
Their opponents of today. Ivanov and Sozonov.
Young.
And it was 21-18, 21-16 in 32 minutes. Oh, good return of serve.
Service over. 4-2.
And that's a problem for tall athletes, isn't it? Getting
Yeah.
down low.
Yeah, we don't like that.
7-4.
Service over.
I still think one of the
3-4.
best fun facts you have told me is actually about the pair from Chinese Taipei, that they have bought a car together. I think that's really one of the very, very best.
Yes, and I can't imagine the endless arguments because they live in completely different places. Who gets to drive the sports car home to their
Service
flat
over.
and their apartment?
Who's going to pick the other one up the next morning?
Yes,
I still think that's
and
hilarious.
I think it's a bright yellow sports car with lots of advertising on it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they're great characters.
Service over. 4-5.
Well, we've hardly had a long rally. Well, I wonder what the longest rally is so far.
4.
It can't be that short, surely.
No, but
Service over. 8-4.
Missed it. Nice idea.
5-all.
Well, we've been reliably informed by our colleagues that the longest rally so far is 23 shots, but the average rally length must be about 5 or 6 so far.
yes, it's normally only up to 7 or 8
Service over.
in doubles, in the
6-5.
men's doubles. So, so far this has been very, very short rallies, most of them.
10.
I wonder what the average was last week with the slower playing conditions.
Much longer.
3-2.
It's a good serve. He chopped
7-5.
underneath the cork of the shuttle there, make the shuttle tumble with the serve.
It's not an easy serve.
Service over.
Yeah, that time it was a little bit
7.
loose.
Service over. 3-10-8.
That's great anticipation from Yang
Service
Po Han.
over. 8-6.
Service over. 11-8. In the ball.
Oh, yeah. I thought perhaps Ivanov was rolling over his angle.
Service
I
over.
missed that, Morton.
I think he's okay.
7-8.
Well, that was certainly a missed opportunity by Lu Qingyao.
Bottom off the net.
Yeah.
A good
Good
serve.
serve.
We both agreed on that.
20 seconds. 6. 3.
Service over. 9-7.
Service over. 5.
Player.
6.
he got
Service
that well
over.
for that flick
8,
serve.
9.
Ivan Sozonov.
Okay. 1,
I think you used the word staccato of the other men's doubles in the beginning, and I think this is exactly the same.
Yeah, no real rhythm to it. Short rallies. But for the first time, the players from Russia are in the lead. No, they're not. I
they're
beg your
not.
pardon.
They're 8-9 down.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
No, there's a better rally.
Service over. 10, 8.
But I seriously think that the Russian pair is in trouble. They normally, when I see them, they're quite good in the flats, and then of course they're attacking a lot. But they've not been allowed to attack here by the Chinese Taipei pair, and I think that is spelling problems for them as we go along in this match, unless they get it changed somehow.
11, 8. Interval.
So to the mid-game interval, pair from Chinese Taipei with a 3-point advantage. Yeah, I noticed from the very early stages, do you remember there was a return of serve which the tall Vladimir Ivanov struggled to get down to? He didn't get down to it.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've sort of felt the Russian pair have been off the pace a little.
Yeah, I agree. And I think also one have to say that 32-34.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Players back and forth.
Somehow the reactions in the flat play is not really 100% today.
Play.
Over. Hands over. 13. 8, 10.
Oof. That serve may have been short. It got deflected badly by the net cord. Oh, that's good play from Lu
13,
Qingyao.
8.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, he's got it.
He could easily get that one. I was surprised that he believed that he might not get it.
That's amazing.
14, 8. 10.
Well, that's extraordinary. They got in each other's way. And they've been playing together for a long time. Formed their partnership in the beginning of July 2016. So 5 years together. I'm getting really confused. Oh, that's a shocker. What a terrible
Service
backhand
over.
from Yang
9,
Po-han.
14.
That's a shocker. Yeah, that was one of the bad shots.
20 seconds. Part 2, 20 seconds.
So you know, of course, you have a lot of stats on the race for next week. Can the Chinese Taipei pair make it?
Service
I
over.
think they're 21 on the ranking.
15,
Yeah,
9.
no, they can't.
They can't. They're way out.
Well, because you're only looking at the top 7 in the men's doubles.
Yes.
Yeah.
But even depending on how they're doing
No,
here
they
and all
can't. They can't qualify.
that. Okay.
And the Russians are way out of
Yeah,
it.
they're in the 40s. I think.
49.
Yeah.
16, 9.
Service over. 15, 12. 6.
That's
Yeah.
more like it.
Yep.
That's
Service
how
over.
I
10,
sort of
16.
always perceive them. That's how I see them play.
Young.
Service over. 13, 15.
Oh, missed it there from
Service
Yang
over.
Po-han.
17, 10.
Did you notice that underneath his shirt there's some sort of other shirt or
Yes.
compression back support or...
I saw that.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be needing it for the heat, would he?
Service over.
It's warm enough. here.
11, 17. Ivan, you.
Yeah, good smash.
Service
from
over.
Liu Qingyao.
18, 11.
Service over. 13, 5. Over. 16, 13.
Yeah, wasn't that quick back to the flick serve there.
14,
Ivanov.
16.
Yeah,
Service over. 12,
nice
18,
interception
10.
from Sozonov. Yeah, clearly
Service over. 30. On. Service over.
Oi, oi.
17.
That's another loose shot from it, Yang Po-han.
13, 18.
Oh, and there's another.
14, 18.
You certainly can't afford to hit it loose when Vladimir Ivanov is standing there at the net. Good job he put his head down like that.
Service over. 19, 14.
2 points away from the opening game. Liu Qingyao and Yang Po-han.
Service over. 15, 19.
Nineteen, 14. 15, 13.
Yeah, I'm with you,
16,
Morten. That's what we
19.
associate that left-hander Sozonov at the front of the court. This is what we associate with the Russian combination. This
Yes.
is how they play their best badminton,
Absolutely.
in that formation.
They do, and they're very sharp at the net. They follow up very nicely. They have a very disruptive style, I think. It's so hard to get things going against them.
Yeah.
It's always start, stop, start, stop. They
17,
either play winner or
19.
a mistake, but
Yeah,
it's so hard to get into a rhythm against them.
yeah.
Service over.
Well, they're only 2 points adrift now.
20.
They look way out of it at
Oh.
11-18.
Yeah.
And 6 of the last 7 points. Oh, good smash
Service over.
from the tall man, Lu
20.
Qingyao.
Game point.
And it's
17.
game point opportunities. 3 of them for the pair from Chinese Taipei.
Game.
Ivan.
First game won by Anders Antonsen, 21-15. Service over, 17-14.
Oh, he's holding it for a long time.
Yeah. First time of asking, and the opening game 21-17 in favour of the pair from Chinese Taipei, Lu Qingyao and Yang Po-han. Just about 17 minutes for that opening game. And good pressure in that rally from Yang Po-han.
On 3:20 seconds. On 3:20 seconds.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So 20 seconds has been called by the umpire, the indication for the players to return to court for the start of the next game. Lu Qingyao and Yang Po-han, having won the opening game
Second
against
game.
number 8 seeds
Love all.
Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov. 21-17.
Play.
So what can the European champions do in response?
Service over. Eight. No. 1-11.
Now, total confusion for
over.
a second time in the
One
match between the
love.
2 Russian players, who was going back in court.
Service over. 1-84.
So, Morton, there's only been one European pair who has reached the men's doubles final here at the Indonesian Open, going back all the way to 1992, and that pair was the Danish combination of Bo and Mogensen. They were in the final
Service over. 1-0.
in 2017, having also been in the final in 2012.
Yeah, that was my only choice if you were
Yeah.
going to ask me.
But there is one player who has been in the men's doubles final, a Dane, playing with somebody else.
2-1.
Staying flat, Bert?
No.
No.
Apparently, and I was very surprised when I researched this, so I don't know if it's correct. Jens Peter Nierhoff, 1982, the first ever Indonesia Open, playing with a certain Christian Hadinata. Well, I think anybody playing with Christian Hadinata.
At the time.
I don't wish to be rude to Jens Peter Nierhoff, but
Wow.
Christian Hadinata was superb.
He was fantastic.
But here's a fun fact for you. Jens Peter Nierhoff and I share a birthday.
Then I know what it is. The
You have to keep it quiet.
2nd of September.
Well done.
I didn't mention any years.
I think actually he's a year older than me.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah. Oh, that's not long by much, I tell you.
Service over. 2-3. Three all.
Service over. 2, 3. White ball.
Yeah,
4,
some
3.
very, very flat shuttles over the net there, which is, of course, what the players aim for. Look at that, 3 of them just skimming the net.
But we have to say that the game is quite erratic.
It is.
5-3.
Thank you.
There's no sort of rhythm to it. There's no kind of game plans. They just go for the shots and hope the best at the moment. But that could be the game plan in itself.
Service over. 4-5. Turn the shuttle.
Service over. 4-2.
Service over.
Service error.
6-4.
5-2.
Service over.
And that's
5,
definitely the
6.
favoured formation of the pair from Chinese Taipei, to have the tall man Lu Qingyao at the back of the court,
Yeah.
Yang Po-han at the front.
But it still surprises me quite a lot how easily that Lu is winning his smashes from the back of the court. Ivanov and Sozonov, the defense is really not working that well. That's well left by Sozonov.
Service over. 7-5.
Is there a reason for that, or are they just not seeing it well enough today, not timing it well enough?
I really don't know. It can be lack of match practice. It can be lots and lots of things. But I really think that the defense is not the best. And I feel especially Sozonov is getting very upset about it. Trying to look at the body language is not on your screen, but
Here we are. Yeah, look, he's muttering to himself,
yeah,
head down.
he's quite angry with himself.
Gone. Yes, ready quicker. Service over. 8-6. Service over. 7-8.
It seems to me as if Ivanov is just off the pace a little.
here he's getting desperately late, despite
Yeah.
the fact that it's not that far to the side. See, he's landing middle of that half.
Court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and still out of balance to hit the last one.
Yeah, it's good work. It's nice that the pair from Chinese Taipei are able to play in either formation. They have their favoured formation, but Lu Qingyao is certainly no slouch at the front of the court. But we haven't had a dive from them yet. We usually see them throw themselves around the court in an effort to chase down the shuttle.
Yeah.
Haven't had to so far.
Service over. 9-8. Wipe the court, please.
Sozonov is extremely unhappy with himself.
Show him better.
One pair from Chinese Taipei has won the Indonesian Open men's doubles. Do you remember that, Morten? 2010, 11 years ago.
Thank
No,
you.
I don't.
Fang Chia
Back on the court.
and Li Shengmu.
Oh. He was a good player
Yeah.
in my book. I
In
loved him. I
fact-
really think he played a good game.
I think they won 2 Super Series titles back to back. I think the Singapore Open was either the week before or the week after.
Okay.
I think they won 2 Super Series titles in 2 weeks.
10-8.
9-5.
It's okay, play on.
Service 3-8.
Oh yeah, good
That's
smash.
good. Yeah,
11,
really good play
8
by
in
Sozonov as
level.
well. I really like the way he was moving forward. First one, second one. Still well saved by Lu Qingyao, but you know, of course, then the big man comes in from behind, and then it's game
Первый
over.
удар агрессивно, жестко, либо
I think
не
we want to
получается, если все, и потом его уже додавливаем через жестко. На сетку только сверху вниз.
Снизу играй. Ну, на первый соберись, вот, чтобы его подставить, а потом уж делать, что хочешь.
И прием подачи, смотрите, высокий хорошо подает. Смотрите, где задняя рука, левая. В другую сторону просто. Либо сброс на сетку, да, под
20
большого,
seconds.
либо в другую сторону.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Players back to the court. Coach, take your chair.
11-5 in the ball.
So it's a 3-point advantage here in the second game to Ivanov and Sozonov.
11-8.
Lu Qingyao and Yang Po-han having won the first. But we still haven't really got a rhythm to the match, Morten.
No.
Service over. 9-11.
Court 3, 20 seconds. Court 3, 20 seconds.
It was a very, very good flick serve to start the rally.
Considering that Ivanov is such a tall player,
Yeah.
it's not an easy one.
11-5. Play. 9.
Oh my goodness,
Wipe the court, please.
got wheel spin.
Service over. 12-10. Show him.
That was your first attempt.
Service over. 6-11.
Thank you.
better. This is much better. Great rally.
36.
Oh, that's a good shot from the ankle hand. I reckon it's the longest rally as well as the best rally.
Yeah. Oh, not saved.
Service over. 7, 13.
Yeah,
Service over. 11,
I
12.
don't think there's any doubt that's the best rally of the match so far, and I don't think there's any doubt it's the longest rally of the match so far.
Okay. Back on the court. 2.
2, 20 seconds. 2, 20 seconds. Coach, with your check.
Clearly the longest rally.
Clearly. Yeah.
9, 13.
What was it prior to 67? Was it 26? I think.
so, yeah. I think so.
Oh,
In the mid-20s.
clearly more than double.
So yes, service over. 14, 9.
Oh, first dive of the match.
Proper dive.
Proper dive.
Service over. 13,
But
11.
it happens because that's Liu Chengyao is moving forward with his shot.
Trophy verified.
This one here is moving forward, and then of course his partner's already at the net, so who's
Yeah.
going to recover the back?
We talked a little bit about that in the previous match, didn't we, with Ben Lane and Sean Vendy? Similar sort of thing. They were both encroaching forward,
Yeah.
and nobody was covering the back.
Yeah.
Back on the court. You are this.
So a 2-point advantage for the Russians. Oh, that was loose.
14,
We've seen a few of those.
Yeah. But did you see Vladimir Ivanov after the rally turned to his partner and arms out wide as if to say, look, I told you so. Got to play that block. I'll be there. Good
15,
serve.
11.
Yeah, not even called, but still just gave the shuttle back to Ivanov. Ah, that's good.
Service over. 12, 15.
Service over. 14, 10. Six.
That's well left.
Service over.
Long of the back line.
12.
Yeah, I think we are treated to 3 games here.
I think so too.
It's heating up. Quality is getting much, much better.
Service over. 15, 11.
17, 12.
16, 10. Over. 17, 12.
Service over.
15.
13, 17.
That's good
yes.
serve.
Yeah.
Great interception on the third shot.
17. Quick. Coach, when the players are ready for the service, not coach. Back in the court.
Foul. 17. Service over.
Service over.
18.
18, 14.
We have to say that both of these two players, they really don't like to play below the taper here. We have another example of it.
Yeah.
They don't like to lift, neither one of them. But then, of course, on occasions you're forced to play below the tape, and that's why we see far too many mistakes. Here it was Yang Po-han trying to play a flat shot from a low position, and of course it's getting punished straight away.
Service over. 20. Service over.
15, 16.
Oh, well taken.
Service over.
But is it too little, too late?
19.
I think so.
It's over. 20. Match point. 13. Service over. 14. 20.
That's wide and long, and it's game
Service
point
over.
opportunities
20.
for the number 8 seeds, Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov. One game all,
Yes.
21-15.
Won by
The
Vladimir
response by the Russians.
Ivan Sozonov,
And it is 1 game
21-15.
apiece.
1 game all.
40 minutes to get 1 game all. Tame drop shot from Lu Qingyao into the nets. And then confirmation. 21-15, second game. And we will have a third and deciding game.
在竞赛里面，他得竞争，他就找他比较偏后卫，因为打人被动，他是在你的右，это выполнить. И бежать, и терпеть, Паша, давайте, когда розыгрыш идет, ну, не надо сложно как бы, да, играть. Ну, отдайте, пусть они уже сами берут. Если что, отдали, пусть они бьют, пусть они забьют. Им еще это надо сделать.
Русский, ну и сам не играет.
Service over. 17, 16.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
16, 20. Play.
Put the shirt, Luke. Put the shirt inside the box.
So the Russians are already back on court. Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov. 21-15, they won the second game, having lost the first
Final game.
to 17.
Love all.
So here we go, third and deciding game. Oh dear, that's a nice start to this deciding game, isn't it?
Yeah, not a way to start.
Service error from Vladimir Ivanov.
There's not a lot of communication between Ivanov and Sozonov.
Do you know there never is?
I know that, but I still think today is even less.
19,
And that's well left.
Yeah.
Service over. 1-all.
Well, Morton, before we get really embroiled in this deciding game, of course, our fifth match today, we weren't calling it, but it was the former champions, Mohammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan, the number 2 seeds, who lost. Oh, great play by Yang Po-han. Lost in a repeat of the World Championship final to Hoki and Kobayashi. We really ought to just mention Hendra Setiawan because he was in 2 men's doubles finals with the late Marcus Kido, won his first title here, would you believe, 16 years ago, 2005. It was before the Super Series era, which has turned into the World Tour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite incredible that over a 16-year period, he can remain at the top.
Yeah. And contest for winning tournaments.
Yeah. He won the title here twice, and not only won it in 2005, but won it with Mohammad Hassan, his partner this year, in 2013. Two other finals with Mohammad Hassan, including the last Indonesian Open, which was in 2019. I'm not sure if we'll see Hendra Setiawan at the Indonesian Open again. He really has been a true legend. But my fun fact about him, he's been in 6 finals here. 5 men's doubles. And 1 mixed doubles. You're looking at me absolutely astonished. I wish the viewers could see your face, Morton.
Mixed doubles?
He was in the mixed doubles final as a qualifier back in 2010, playing with Anastasia Ruskia.
Wow.
3-all.
That is a fun fact for you.
Wow.
And you know who they lost out to? Robert Matusiak and Nadia Ziba.
Yeah. Yeah, the Polish pair really playing well. That was a good combination.
Yeah.
Robert was so quick
And
around the court.
Yeah. I think that was Mohammad Hassan's only
Service over.
mixed doubles
4-3.
final.
Turn the shuttle.
Well, I'm sure we will see Hassan and Setiawan at the World Championships in Melbourne. I certainly hope so, which is following on very quickly after the World Tour finals next week. The World Tour finals here in Bali.
All. Service over. 4-all.
Now, whether we'll see Hassan and Setiawan next year, I have question marks in my mind.
Service over. 5-4.
got 3:20 seconds.
But it's funny you say that about the mixed doubles because I'm thinking of one which is also a big surprise to me when I saw it one day I was doing my research.
Wipe the court, please.
And that's Cho Chen Chen.
He won a triple, didn't he, in Iceland or something?
He won a triple in Iceland, yes.
Yeah.
He won the mixed doubles in Iceland. When I saw that, I thought, wow.
Yeah.
So many singles and then 1 mixed doubles.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We should mention, though, that Vladimir Ivanov was an excellent men's singles player, and so was Sozonov, actually. In fact, didn't Sozonov play singles in the, was it the Sudirman Cup campaign? Or was
This
it
year?
Or the Uber Cup campaign?
I think it was the Sudirman Cup.
Yeah, in Vantaa.
Yes, in Finland. Yes.
There was a challenge here.
Vladimir Ivanov challenges called
First
out.
challenge, actually, of this particular match. No, I saw that as out. Although that's not the best angle, is it, for us to see instant review system will tell us. Oh,
That looks in.
Correction in.
well, that's a very good challenge.
Service over. 5-0. Play.
Final game.
No question of that. That was long.
6-5.
It certainly was.
Play.
And this is a tough one to call, I think. It looks like anything can happen.
Well, it's so much lacking rhythm that one can't get a sense watching it who's got the momentum, who's got the confidence. Look at him, he's beating himself up again.
He is.
Even Sozonov.
Two, love.
Oh my goodness, he didn't know much about that.
Off the frame and everything.
Yeah.
6.
Instinctive
Set is over.
defending himself rather than a proper defensive shot.
1,
8-6. Service
Yeah,
over.
string is gone.
7-8.
And not one of the cleanest shots
3,
from
1.
Ivanov. It was hit right in the top of the racket.
I think there's a bit of wildlife on the field of play there.
2, 3.
Or maybe it's the perspiration is dripping down from his shorts. His shorts are absolutely sodden with perspiration.
When the server is ready, you cannot miss. Quite important.
3, 0.
Thank you.
Play.
Good serve.
Yeah.
Oh, good work from Lu Yao.
Service over. 9-7.
4, 3.
That's wide, yeah. Well left by Ivanov.
Service over.
Good awareness.
8-9.
Great reaction speed from Yang Po-han.
Service over. 10-8.
Set is over. 4, 5.
Oh, he's physically and metaphorically rolled up his sleeves as young Pohan.
Thank you.
Do you know one of his body art is a picture of his dog?
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his pet dog.
Young sir.
Who would have thought that?
Oh, goodness, that was put away with venom. That certainly wasn't coming back, was it?
Interval. Change ends.
And it's a 3-point advantage at the change of ends here in the third and deciding game. Wow. That was so steep. That landed on the front service line. That kill.
Через клеточку нельзя, ребята, вводить в свободную зону. Нужно все время. Единственное, вот это только нужно
So
делать
what
ему
the
вверх.
Russians got to do here, Mark?
Попробуем
win
туда
this.
проатаковаться и все. Не входить.
Which, of course, both pairs want to win it. That's the silly thing for me to say.
Перекидывай, ты подходи сразу.
Honestly, I think that the pair who is able to play less mistakes will win. There is no rhythm to it, there's no plan to it, it's all on the service situation, and both pairs are struggling when it comes to defense. So perhaps, you know, get the attack is the best option, and it goes for both pairs.
11, 8. Play.
6, 5.
Service over. 9, 11.
And one also have to say that, as I've said earlier, that none of the four players are really very comfortable when it comes to playing shots below the tape. So if you can force your opponent to do that often enough, I think you're standing a good chance of winning as well.
Service over. 12, 9.
So this service return was actually going upwards all the way from young Pohan, but it was lucky that Ivanov was not able to do anything better than that. Made a mistake.
Service over. 10, 12.
Well, whichever pair wins this, I suggest they might need to tighten up their game before they play Koga and Saipov. All right.
Service over. 13, 10.
That's quick.
Oh, my goodness.
Mark the court, please. Service over. 11, 13.
He should have changed T-shirt, I think, as well,
Yeah.
in the mid-game interval.
Thank you.
Service over. 7, 6.
Twelve, 13.
Eight, 6.
Oh, got the lucky net ball.
Service
Good
over.
interception by Liu Qingyao.
14, 12.
There's luck on the net court, and still made that luck.
Oh, missed opportunity.
Service over. 13-14. Mark the court, please.
You know, if the pair from Chinese Taipei end up losing this, Morten, I'm going to say to myself, how did that happen? Because I can't really remember. I can remember in the second game, but in this deciding game, I can't really remember outstanding rallies won by the Russians. In other words, what I'm saying is exactly what you've said, which is
Yes.
the errors have been the deciding factor.
Yes. Agree.
9-7.
I think Sozonov is the only one of the 4 players who is really trying to force the opponents to play below the tape. He's actually trying to find these mid-court areas, play block shots, and on his
Service over.
return of services, he's going for that mid-court area and so on. The other 3 is just going for flat, fast.
Yeah.
Service over. 8-10.
See, the block
Yeah.
shot and block shot again,
Yeah.
forcing the opponents to play below the tape.
Yes. Went forward at the right moment to Lu Ching Yao.
Yeah, that was good anticipation.
Yeah. Yeah, because they'd been in all sorts of trouble. But that one,
Yeah.
he stepped forward at the right moment.
Don, get ready.
Versus Reddy V. Sumit and Aswini Ponnappa, India.
Service over. 14-16.
Or 3-20 seconds.
Use your
Or 3-20
Everyone
seconds.
feels that as far as the Russians are concerned, they need a little run of points right now, because time is running out. It's only 2 points that can be closed very, very easily.
Normally when the Russians are getting a run of points, it's when Ivanov is serving.
Good defence. The effort on the attacking play there from Lu Ching Yao and Yang Po Han. Look at the commitment on the attack.
Wonderful. Service over. 9-11.
They're so committed forward.
Yeah,
I see again,
Service over.
yeah.
playing the block shot,
15
drops
seconds.
below the tape, and the mistake is coming. Clever play by Sozonov. This is the one. Tempting his opponent, trying to play a shot that's not possible.
Thank you.
11.
Good serve. Oh, they're queuing up.
They're definitely queuing up.
Service over.
So a 3-point advantage and 3 points away from winning this third and deciding game. Almost got in each other's way and put each other off. Look at that. Oh, he just, did you see that left arm? That gave him a bit of a push.
Go away. I'll do this.
Yeah, good return.
Service over. 16-18. Luke. Service over. 19-16.
Celebrating almost as if they've won it, and they certainly haven't yet. Still another 2 points needed. You see that young Pohan, both arms in the air.
Haven't we seen so often that players are celebrating too early?
Yeah.
Service over. 17.
Got to stay focused.
He's missed the easier one.
18-19.
They have to be careful they're not getting too over-eager
Yeah.
and thereby making some unforced errors, as what we see here from Yang Pohan. This is an unforced error.
Yeah. Just 1 point in it now.
Thank you.
And it's match point opportunities, 2 of them, to close out this deciding game. Yeah. Very, very excited, young Pohan.
Service over. Service over. 13-3. All.
Service over.
So,
19-20.
One of those game points has come and gone. 1 more remains.
Watch the court, please. Luke, come here.
Well, the umpire having a word with Lu Qingyao.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a service error from Ivan Sozonov. What a disappointing way for the match to end, but delight for Lu Qingyao and Yang Pohan. 21-19 in the deciding game in a match lasting an hour and 6 minutes. Well, he's absolutely delighted. Look at him. Can hardly believe it. But through to the second round, and they will play against Koga and Saito. their confirmation of how they did it: 21-17, 15-21, 21-19 in the deciding game in a match time just rounded up to 1 hour and 7 minutes. So after that men's doubles, we will turn our attention to mixed doubles, and we have Matthias Christiansen and Alexandra Boya up against Renov Rivaldi and Peter Lintare.